Hey guys, and this is Manny the Hunter here. And yeah, this is gonna be one of like my newest reviews ever in my channel. I used to do reviews often back then, and like reviews and demos for this and that. But I've been so busy lately, and I usually just take videos of my stuff and just post it like demo vids. And yeah, so this is pretty much one of my newest videos of reviews that I'll be doing. And yeah, I'm pretty excited to hopefully start to do reviews again. So yeah, let's get into it. So what we have right in front of me is the Kmart 2010 Jason Voorhees Gemmy LifeSize. This particular Jason was sold at Kmart for, I believe, like around $199 and $299, like $200 or $300. And yeah, he was sold back in 2010. This is the second version of Jason. That right there is the first version, and this is the second one. This particular Jason represents the Friday the 13th remake, the 2009 remake, and yeah, this is him right here. So let's talk about like how I got him, this and that. So I bought this particular Jason from Mercari for, I believe, like $361 plus like $14 shipping, which the shipping was, I low-key thought it was like a scam, because $14 shipping for this, and he weighs like, over 30 pounds. I couldn't believe it. So I think I paid like maybe $400 in total. The seller had stated that he had some issues, like his body turn was not turning. It will turn sometimes. He had no machete, and that was pretty much it. Apparently he moved in everything, but as he came to my house and I was setting him up, well, he's only, this. When I was setting him up and stuff, I plug him in, and yeah, he had more than one issue. So as described, the body turn did not turn. The arm, he said it moved. However, the arm had a broken 10-tooth gear, a specific one. It's not like the regular 10 tooths. It's a very specific one that he uses for the arm. I tried replacing that, and yeah, I don't have that specific gear. So then, so then one more thing. The seller also stated that the arm had a crack in the plastic right there. So these Jasons, him and the other one, are known for their arms to snap. Like very easily they break, and their arms will just dangle and stuff, and it's pretty difficult to fix unless you have like a 3D part or something to replace it. And yeah, so in this case, this Jason had that issue. However, I was able to Gorilla Glue it. But regardless of that, this particular Jason, he was modified, which is the only positive part that I have to say about this. He was modified to move like this Jason. So this Jason moves his body a couple of times, like 2 or 3 times, left and right, and his head moves constantly left and right. This particular Jason right here moves his body constantly left and right. However, the head only moves like 2 or 3 times. So what Gemmy had done was they switched the body turning and the head turning wires around or something, the programming, and they wanted him to move different compared to this one, because had they released this particular Jason with the same movement, same audio, just a different look, they probably figured it wouldn't sell as good, because you're pretty much buying the same thing, but it's just different, different looks and stuff. So they switched up the animation, and to be honest, I did not like how this 2010 Jason moved. I thought it was weird having his body turn side to side constantly, and then like his head is not moving. Like it only moves one or it only moves twice or maybe three times when the arm moves up and down. So like I really didn't like that at all. I really loved how this Jason moved. So the seller had, he cut some wires, he twisted the wires together, this and that, and he was actually able to make this Jason moved like this one. And I love that. I was like, thank God, at least he did this for me. Not really for me, but like he did it for himself. But he made my life easier. So yeah, his body moves like the 07, 08, and 09 Jason. And his head also moves the same as this Jason. What this Jason needed for repairs was, I forget, but I think he needed a 10 tooth for the body turn. I had that. I fixed that. Moves perfectly. The head also needed a 10 tooth as well. I fixed that perfectly. However, this Jason is very fragile because when the seller did whatever he did, he basically, he did something. However, he forgot to put back certain pieces. So for the head, there's supposed to be like a plate that holds in the head jack or something, and the plate is not there. So if I go to move him like violently, his head is just gonna fall off with the plate, and it could possibly damage the head, damage the gear, and pull the wires from the motor and everything, and it'll just be a mess. So as of now, this Jason cannot be, like, I can't just pick him up fast and stuff. I have to move him extremely slow, and then I have to press his head down a little bit so the head turning part stays in place. I cannot super glue it or anything because if a gear breaks, I need to gain access into, to fix it. But not just that, I can't super glue it regardless, because if a gear breaks in the body turn, I also need to replace that, and it's a mission. So right now he's very fragile at the moment. His arm, I'm very careful with his arm. I try fixing the arm. I don't have the gear. However, once again, he's also missing parts for the arm. He's missing like a bracket piece with a spring. It's not here. So even though if I was to fix the arm would still not work good, and yeah, it would just be a mess. So what I did was I disconnected the wire from the arm, so now the arm does not move at all. It'll just be in that position like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This guy, it took a month for him to come here. I was very kind to the seller and everything, but like, the seller took over a month to just drop him off at the UPS. And he kept on asking me like, hey, do you wanna cancel the order? I'm like, no, I'm not gonna cancel the order, especially for the price I'm paying for. Like, if he's broken, I'm still gonna attempt to fix him, and it's for the price, it's a steal. So I said no, I still want him. So eventually he dropped him off at his UPS location, and yeah, he got here within 4 days. So those are the fixes I did. The machete didn't come with it, so I had one of my other weapons. This is actually a Friday the 13th machete that I bought as Spirit back in 2015. So it's perfect for him. He actually uses this type of axe for his movie, so it's a perfect look. So yeah, that's all I have to say. I personally enjoy this Jason's look more than this one. I think it just looks more realistic. This is a base. The pants are also held up by a zip tie or something. That's from the seller. Eventually I could probably fix that, no big deal. So this is a face. right here. Pretty cool looking face. I love it. Why is it so blurry? The only thing I noticed from the hockey mask was there's a little crack here, a little piece missing. No big deal. At least it's in the side. Not too bad or anything. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. One of his straps actually were not stapled, so I had to staple one of his straps too. Yeah, this guy literally went through hell, basically. The seller who had him, you know, he did not do a very good job in taking care of these type of animatronics. But yeah, that's all I have to say. I will remove his hockey mask in a bit. But I'm gonna do a demo real quick so you can see him in action if my camera chooses to focus or not. Let me see something. Alright, let me press on the try me and you will see Jason in action. Okay, so that's another thing I have to fix soon. I think I didn't put, when I was replacing the gear in the head, I think I did not align the bigger gear inside. So I'll have to fix that soon. That Jason also has the same issue too. Nothing broken or anything, I just have to align it better so his head faces straight. Hold on. Let me see, it's so out of focus for some reason. Let me click on him, let me press on him one more time. Let me take off the hockey mask real quick so you can see how he looks under the mask. I love the face so much. I have to be very, very, very careful because of that missing ring. I really don't want his head to fall off or anything. So that's his face. Very cool. If you could, I really don't know if you could tell right there. So this particular Jason does not have any hair. He is supposed to have hair, but that's how he came from the seller's house. And yeah, so for this one, he only has one moving eye. This one doesn't move, it's just fake. The face is so good. It looks so realistic. I think that's why I like this one more than my other Jason. He just looks more realistic. And his eyeball, for it to be one eye, it moves really good. What I'll do is I'll press the try me one more time so you can see him better without the mask. So, alright guys, so this is a review on my 2010 Kmart exclusive Gemmy LifeSize of Friday the 13th, Jason Voorhees. You know, this guy is pretty much rare, he's hard to find. You can find a whole bunch on eBay or even Mercari. The problem is, you know, they're gonna be at least $1,000, $900, $800, or even $700. However, if you find one locally, like an OfferUp near you or Facebook Marketplace, I suggest that you buy one. And if it's broken, you know, if you're able to fix them up as much as you can, it's worth it at the end. So yeah, this is my review on Jason Voorhees. Plenty of more to come soon.